Hello beautifuls, hope you're doing very fine. So today I'm going to teach you a little bit of two cornrows. One cornrow, two in one. Let's say just two in one. In one, it's an ancient hairstyle. So this one, let's start by partitioning the hair. When I'm partitioning, I'm making sure that there's a good alignment following the shape of the hairline. Some people have forehead, some people have a V-shaped hairline, some people have a kibara, some people have a round face, so they have a smooth hairline such that it doesn't take corners. You got me? Yeah, you got me. So I've divided it. I've taken the portion of it, then then in front I've taken a small part, so that then the other, let's say a small quarter of the hair. Then on the other I want to divide it into four parts. So this part is supposed to be smaller, this other side is supposed to be smaller, as you can see, not that small, but let's just small. And then just a normal size, a fair size, it should be a fair size. Then I put it, excuse me, I put it aside, then the other one aside. Then the middle one, that's the size that I've remained with in the middle. So that one I'll have to hold it with a comb. Let me use a different comb since I don't have a hair clip. But don't worry, I'm going to buy it for easier tutorials. So I'm going to do that. And then I use those. You see the middle one, I've divided it into two so that I can make a fair French cornrow. Okay, so I'm going to take my braid. On this one, this hairstyle, I just saw it and then I tried it, so I decided let me just try it and I show you how to do it, how to go about it, because I found it so very simple, so very interesting. It is not for each scalp. What I like about it's not for each scalp. When the weather is so hot, don't put it. So I've used a braid. It depends with the size that you want to plait, but me, I'm plating the normal size. Actually it's not the medium, but next to medium. So I'm going to use a braid so that it can get a little bit bigger. So I'm plating the middle part. The side parts, I'm not going to use the side parts. The side part I'm going to use to cover it. I'm going to use to cover the French cornrow that is it at the middle. You remember we divided it into two, so we are going to plait only the one which was in the middle before we take the ones which are on the side. I hope you understand me. Then I'm not going to finish it until the end. If you have bubble pins, you're going to pin it for until you finish the second cornrow. Then, or you use a bladder, or you use a comb, or use a hair clip to hold it. For me, I didn't have any of the above, so I decided to use a to continue with the hair for a little bit so that it cannot undo itself. So remember those two ones, and the other one, the big, not a big one, but a portion of it, small portion of it. So I'm going to cut it there in the middle. Sorry, there's not the middle. Let me draw it again. Let me do it again. Sometimes when you do this cornrow, you just need to have confidence in yourself. You need to have a passion doing it, or interest. When you show interest, it is going to come out beautiful and you're going to learn very easily. But if you don't have a passion with it, you're forcing yourself to understand, you're not going to, you will feel as if it has a lot of pressure. So if you have passion with it, you're going to do it better. So I'm going to take a small portion. I'm not going to take the same size as the first one. I'm going to use a small one. You see, that's a small one. Small one. I won't say the size of my finger, my little finger, but a quarter of my little finger. Then I'm going to begin there but I see it not well, so I have to divide it very well so that it can take the shape, the V shape, because of the forehead of my client. It's so, yeah, like that. So here we go. I'm going to place my braid at the hairline, a pinch of it, just a pinch of it. Don't take a lot of pinches on just a small pinch, and you divide it into 3. Then you start plaiting, borrowing hair from the both sides. Now that's what we call French cornrow, because it is not one rope. It is not one strand, it is 2 strands. Okay, let me do the second one. I don't know what happened to the other video, but let's flow on this one. Shit happens, right? Now, you see, come closer. Sometimes it's so annoying. Place it like that. For those who know how to do French cornrow, it will be easier for them to understand this hairstyle. So I'm going to start with the frontal part. When I start the frontal part, I'm going to do like that. Make sure my fingertips are not, when the other fingertip is coming up, I'm making sure that it is not leaving the scalp, so that I can make a firm cornrow. But when you lift your hands, you're not going to make a firm cornrow. You're going to make a very loose cornrow. So you just make sure you're underneath. There, see, it's very firm. So you're going to align it. Pick one side, mix it with the other one like that. Take both sides that you had divided. Remember, we had 4, we divided it into 4, so we are picking the outer side, covering the inner one. We are covering the inner cornrow, so you are picking from both sides. Picking from both sides. Then you don't take a lot of, you don't take a lot of, what do I say, you don't take a lot of hair, just a little bit, so that it can come out very beautiful. It can come evenly. It can cover the hair inside, so that no one can know there's another line inside. I hope you understand me. You see, when you look at it, it looks like one cornrow, but it is 2 in 1. You understand me? You got me, right? So you're going to do it like that, slowly, borrowing hair from both sides, covering the hair, going on the same line. Don't go on the sides. When you go on the sides, it's going to make a different hairstyle, but we are going to try see what happens when you do on them. You come, you leave the lane, you go to the other lane. We'll see how it will come out. So I'm going to undo my other part of hair, then make sure the third part, the second part, and the first part is going to attach each other to make one knotless braid. Understood me? There you go. We got our one knotless braid. We got our one line, 2 in 1 line. Very neat work, very smart work, very smart French cornrow. Oh, this my client is so moving. I guess he's so sleepy. That's why he's moving his head, or maybe he's not comfortable. But what I like about this hairstyle, it's not painful. It's hairline friendly. It's comfortable. It's good for wigs. You see, very neat, very smart. It doesn't come out bulky. It doesn't come out bulky, right, like the other one. When you do the other one, it comes out bulky. So here we go. Those, oh, excuse me. Those are my lines. You know what sells your business? It matters a lot on how you do it, on how you understand what you're doing, on what passion do you have, on what do you want to try. So if you try this method and it sells out your work, it will bring you a lot of customers, it will bring you a lot of clients maybe, and your work will sell itself. There you go. That's the French cornrow 2 in 1. Beautiful, done. I just tried it and then boom, it just came out the way I needed it. So I decided to use my mannequin so that I can show you how it is done, how it goes, and there we are. You see, you can't know if we have two lines, two cornrows, just one cornrow, because you have attached the lines very well. But if you don't attach the lines very well, it will become bumpy. Thank you for watching. Kindly don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.